Bonnie from expressionsvinyl.com, and today I wanted to share with you how to make a somewhat simple project. It's a subway sign for a baby. So this is kind of the example of what we're going to be making. I'll share with you some of the problems that I had and some of the hints that I found really helpful. So the first thing that I did is I just painted this piece of wood that I got from Hobby Lobby. So I painted my wood and it's all ready to go. We are going to layer several different pieces onto this subway sign in all of the different colors. So I'm starting with the light pink, which is the flamingo pink, the EV31 series, and I'm going to remove that off, remove my backing paper off of it. Okay, I got the first layer removed. One thing that I want to show you that I created in my silhouette, because I'm lining up so many different pieces of colors of vinyl on top of each other, I created up in the corner, you can see two little rectangular boxes. When I created those on my silhouette, I made sure that I copied those on every single page, and that is how I'm going to make sure that I'm lined up on my finished project. So I'm simply going to line up those two rectangular boxes at the top and smooth this down. I'm going to use my tool here and make sure all of my vinyl pieces have stuck, and then I'm going to slide my backing paper off. I'm going to keep those two rectangles on my project until the very end, and that is how I'm going to line up every sheet. Okay, first layer done. My next layer is, you kind of have to decide on your project what layers go underneath. I couldn't put my blue on because obviously my dark pink is underneath that. So I'm putting these on according to how they're layered on my finished project. And you can do that on your silhouette. You can select each cut piece by layer, and you'll want to separate those on your silhouette program. You'll want to separate them by color so that when you cut them out, you're cutting out each page. Here's my dark pink, my bright berry. You'll cut them out by page, and I already did that wrong. But that's okay. I want to show you the things that I'm doing wrong so that you don't make the same mistake that I am. The easier thing to do would have not been to take all of my backing paper off yet. But I'm going to line these two rectangles up at the top. And I can see that they are lined up. And we're just going to smooth that out. The next layer, I'll show you the proper way. That is the improper, the harder way. We're learning as we go here. Okay, I'm still keeping those rectangles on there. Okay, layer two down. Okay, the easier tip. Here's a good tip that I learned, but I obviously didn't follow that tip every time. Here's my two rectangular pieces up in the front. I'm going to peel those down. Just the rectangles only. Okay, you can just see my rectangles, and then I'm going to cut my backing paper off So now I only have the 2 rectangles showing. And this way I don't have to worry about the rest of my transfer paper sticking to my project. I only want to stick my 2 rectangles. Sometimes this is a little bit easier if you're using clear transfer tape versus paper transfer tape. But I do like how paper transfer tape sticks a little bit better. So it's just your preference. They'll both work just fine. So now I've really just made sure that my rectangles are in place. And now I'm going to remove the backing paper and slide that onto my project. I'm trying to make this little sign for my friend Chelsea that just had a baby, and I thought this is a good first project to share. But what I learned is that with subway art, which I absolutely love, everybody has a different opinion. The hardest part was choosing the fonts and choosing the colors. So my advice is do what you like, because it only matters what you think and how you like the end result. So I changed this art several times, but hopefully this finished project will turn out. Okay, so peeling this 3rd layer off. Okay, 3rd layer down. My last layer, I thought it would be fun to do the giraffe in a glitter. And so I'm using the Ultra Glitter on that. And again, I'm going to now, because I need my giraffe to line up perfectly on the pink, I want to make sure that I use my little cheat rectangles up here. So I'm going to peel it down a little bit. And line those rectangles right up. Okay, we'll see how I did. I was off. Darn it. But I'm going to peel it up. I must have, this little wrinkle you can see in my project, I must not have, see? So here's the things that you are happy you can learn from my errors. We're going to just slide that body over a teeny little bit and still salvage it. All right, well, we are going to see how this worked. My giraffe is kind of in 2 pieces. It's the head and the body. And the head part is a little bit off, but that's okay. I wanted to put a little eyeball in black. I didn't bother, I'm just gonna pick this little eyeball off with my weeding tool and put it right in the middle of my giraffe. And the last thing I'm going to do is pull off my 2 little cheat rectangles in the corner. And I've got a little bit of distress ink. I just wanted to finish the project just in the corners with, just kind of give it some color, a little bit more. Okay, you can see the finished. My head didn't line up totally, but that's okay. I love it, and so is Leah Jo. So for more inspiration like this, I hope you'll like us, leave a comment, or follow our blog and find out some more inspiration. Thanks, bye.